Peace, peace, peace. Gonna give a moment for a few people to come in here. Um, but I do know what I wanna talk a little bit more about this morning. So my prayer is that this message hits you where you need it. Hits you where you need it, right? Alright, so the tangles are coming. What do I mean by the tangles? The tangles are the conflicting thoughts, the this, the that, and the other, and trying to find and figure out what is the way through, right? The tangles come where this makes sense and that makes sense, and what about that thing that I don't even know about, and which way do I go, and I'm not sure, and they make me so angry, and they make me so sad, and I just don't know, and I just don't know. And before long, you are tied up in knots. Those are the tangles. And right now, I am feeling that myself. As I look out at the world, I can feel myself get tighter this way, that way. Like chaos to the left of me, chaos to the right of me. And so, if you are experiencing a tightening, a resisting, an angering, a anxiety, a tenseness inside of your being, know that you're not alone. It's in the air. A lot of it's being orchestrated with the expectation that a lot of it is going to continue to get stronger as we continue to move into November, through October and into November, and then the after November, and then what happens as we move forward. It's all very tangly creating. We look out there and all of these barbs are just out there ready to catch us, these sharp ends ready to catch us. So how do we get out of that? How do we move beyond the tangles? How do we find a way to come through these things? I tell you, I don't profess to know the foolproof solution, right? If I knew that, I'd be rich. I don't know. I don't know the foolproof solution. What I do know is that our way through is going to be through the heart, through our yielding. It's like I practice martial art called Capoeira Angola. And the nature of this martial art is flow. The nature of the martial art is how do we flow when the strikes come, how to yield into it and use that return energy to bring forward your answer, right, to the question. In this regard, I'm speaking of it around flow, around thought form, what thoughts you have about it. And I would tell you to not focus too much on all of it, because then your mind gets almost locked and you're walking around like bristly because your heart is locked. This may be a time to focus directly on your work. What's right in front of you to do? How do you maintain your own peace? So I talked about breath all the time. I will always talk to you all about, are you breathing? Are you working with your breath? I will talk with you about that all the time. I will talk with you. I'll ask you, have you drank water? I will ask you, not only have you drank water and are you taking in good, deep, nourishing breaths? I will say, when's the last time you napped? Are you tired? Check in. I will ask you, when's the last time you found some joy in your life? Have you danced or wiggled or made a funny face at a little kid and listened to a child's laughter? When's the last time you had those experiences? Because I find that when I have those things, I somehow or another slide like wind past some of these tangly thoughts. In fact, I'm like tangly thoughts, and the only way that I realize that the tangles are there is if I go back into them. Now, social media and television and all of these ways that we receive information from the mainstream will keep us. They're creating tension. That's done purposely. It's done strategically. They're not giving us truth. They're not giving us the opportunity to simply have peace. That's not what they're designed to do right now. They're designed to generate energy. And us tense and tangled and vibrating really high gives them greater energy. Because we don't know what to do. Which way do we go? Which way do we do? But when we move with breath, making sure we're nourishing ourselves well, we're minding our business. When we mind our business, the tangles are hard to get us. And if you find that minding your business is fraught with tangles because the people are tangly, then you mind you. Have I slept? Do I need to eat? When's the last time that I did a cleanse? Am I constipated? Like, ask the real questions. Deal with the real things as a way to move through these energies that are coming our way. There will be many things that will show up and have us doubtful and highly worried about everything. Everything is a tangle. You look this way, like I said, chaos to the left of me, chaos to the right of me. Which way? And you can go there. I'm inviting you to not. I'm inviting you to recognize when you have, so that you can, in your awareness, come into yourself, start doing your breath, because breath is going to cause you to float. And maybe get above some of the fray down at the bottom where they're bigger than you and you can't see. It's like tangled trees all around you and you're inside of it. Breath might give you that space to lift up and out. And as we breathe and lift up and out, then we now have the space to take care of ourselves. Have I drank my water? Have I gifted myself some tree, some nature time? Have I moved my body? Have I slept? Have I loved on someone who I love? These to me are all ways in which we are able to come out of the tangles. But mind you, if you find yourself getting tighter and tighter as you deal with this, that, and the other, some of that's not even your own. A lot of that is being engineered societally. It's engineering. Because what happens if we have people who have breathed and are now taking care of themselves and have the capacity to maybe help take care of another, maybe have the capacity to hear the difference of opinion, maybe have the capacity to agree, maybe have the capacity to say, I disagree, but because I care about you, I'm willing to find a way to give space to your thought. And maybe others can stop being so tangled. And maybe instead of tangled trees all above us, we can just find other humans who are working to do the best that they can. And the tension can flow away. How do we do this? That's the work. So thank you all for listening to me share this thought about where we are and what we're doing. Know that breath and self-care, water, exercise, love, light, peace, joy, finding ways to get laughter in, like for real. Find some ways to get some laughter in, and it's all, even that feels tangly. I looked at it and I was like, I saw tangles coming just when I thought about laughter. I tell you, it's so easy out here to get caught up in our co-created pain realities. And I'm just deciding no. I've decided no. I've decided no. I've decided to yield into what I can deal with. So, blessings to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And I will see you all on the other side. Peace.